everyone, here's today's video journal for June 16, 2025. Well, today was I won't say pretty eventful day, but I got some things done today. Um, a lot of editing. I did learn a couple of things, a couple new tricks, and yeah. Someone's still holding my hand. By holding my hand, I mean tutorials are still holding my hand throughout this, as it has been only it has been 6 days. um how long it take me to do my first project? Probably like a month or so. That's really slow compared to everybody else, but I'm really slow compared to everybody else. So you know, um it is what it is. Excuse me. Yeah, today was a pretty good day. um Not so much really happened today, if I'm being honest. Just got some things done. uh Ate some food, did my assignments. That's about really all. This is basically the last thing I get to do today. And yeah, I'm trying a new thing. Um, I don't know if it's good, bad, or worse, but I'm washing my hair twice a week. I usually wash it every day, but now I'm doing it twice a week, just twice. Um, there's some benefits. Then your hair just be your hair. Um, of course, I still like scrub it and whatever. I don't use any conditioner or shampoo. As you know, heard it's hurt. I heard it's not the best. We'll see how that goes. If my hair starts falling out, uh, hopefully it doesn't. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, yeah. But fortunately today, because of my face, I've been getting a lot of pimples. Unfortunately, it's probably just a massive breakout, massive hormone influx of hormones. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, massive like influx of like hormones on my face. Unfortunately, yeah. So that needs to be fixed. Sleep schedule needs to be fixed, and that's just how it is. Especially my diet. Sleep schedule, I think it'll always just be messed up, if I'm being honest. Um, Probably the closest thing I'll get to sleep schedule is waking up early. I don't think I'll have like a whole 8 hours sleep every day, but waking up early is probably the closest thing I'll ever get to a sleep schedule. If I'm being honest with myself, this is not like I'm never gonna get out this, or I just know. I just also I have no like ambition towards sleeping at the right time or in the right time. I'm here for the most amount of time within the day. Um, and in my life, which means I also have to balance sleeping and working, and yeah. Well, today was my first. Excuse me, my brain's like everywhere, so I'm like trying to spit everything out. Today was my first workout. Uh, yeah, today was my first workout. Excuse my eyes; they look very nauseated. I don't even know what that word means. Yeah, today was my first workout, arm workout, and chest workout. Pretty decent workout, if I'm being decent, but of course, gym is always better. But the normal gym is always better at my school, of course. But besides that, yeah, normal gym is always better. But yeah. But besides that, I think that many things are piling up. In terms of tomorrow, I think tomorrow will be not as busy, but still kind of busy. Unfortunately, today I wasn't able to read, as it is part of my schedule, so I just got everything done without reading. And yeah, unfortunately, my skin has not been doing so well. I hope that can change soon. I'm not sure when or how, but I hope it can change soon. Nothing. If I don't change, nothing's gonna change. Of course, puberty is still taking its toll, but I think it's an unhealthy lifestyle that I can't blame it on puberty, as I'm responsible for my life and responsible for the actions I take, even in response or in knowing or in knowledge of the things that I am unable to control, like my hormone responses, um, in terms of puberty. Yeah, to be honest, editing is like the only form of learning and entertainment that I usually get within a day, except like cheap entertainment from like YouTube videos. If I ever do watch YouTube videos, actually no, I did watch some YouTube videos today. So yeah, those cheap entertainment type of YouTube videos is the only type of entertainment I get. It's reminding me of times of COVID when we were excuse me, we weren't able to contact anybody. Yeah, we weren't able to contact anybody, so like we just yeah, they just I didn't fall apart. I compen compen how do you say that word? Compartmentalize. Compartmentalize. What the? I'm not sure to say that word. I boxed myself into a box, and yeah, I was kind of scared to get out. I think that's where my limiting mindset came from. COVID, not much can be done. I'm comfortable in the zone, so yeah, that's where it all came from, I think. But I'm here to break it. I'm here to break it, and I am currently breaking it, as I am every day. I'm very uncomfortable doing everything that I do. But um, the road of uncomfortability, the road of shame, the road of everything usually leads to the road of success. Um, so everyone thinks you're a disaster before they think you're super cool. Of course, my goal here is not to look cool. My goal is for the people that I care about. Has always and will always probably be my goal. Um, People try to give me advice, but their advice is not for me. They're not going down the same road as I am. They think they're older. Um, they think they're elderliness. Um, Means they know more of the situation than I do, but fortunately they do not. I sound very rebellious right now, but I'm not talking about like really really, not really really. That's very disrespectful, but I'm talking about people like around the same age as me, but a little older than me. Um, if they're like parents, they definitely if they're like parent age, they definitely know more than me. But if you're like a little older than me, I your lessons are very in my type of environment um, important, especially with the mindset I've built within myself. All of it just contradicts whatever many people say. I don't know where I came from. I came from like a spot of rebellion in me. I don't know why. It just like came out, but that was kind of funny. Um, yeah. If I'm being honest, these video journals have been a massive help in terms of like speaking to a camera or speaking to people, like like presenting stuff, because I feel like like I'm training my ability to present what I'm trying to present, like my day, for example, for this video journal. And I remember doing a presentation for geometry class. I know, a project for geometry class where you have to make a presentation. It's kind of crazy, but it was a really good teacher, awesome teacher. But anyways, yeah, I remember standing there like, whoa, I'm I'm used to this. Well, I'm used to this, and I was like, oh wait, video journals. Makes sense. Makes sense. Um, but you know, I still have some slip ups. I say a lot in terms of talking in my presentations. I say a lot in these video journals, but like I'm just freestyling my day, so it's not much to it's not much to know about or acknowledge again. It's cruel. Unfortunately, in a young age, I was not exactly the pinnacle of what I could be or what I could have been during that age. If I'm being honest with myself, I was just a very scared person trying to get through life at school. Um, School was like the only thing that I really knew. It's kind of funny seeing how everything turned out until now. Um, yeah, I think one massive change that would probably bring pretty good results in my life is learning how to drive. Because I'm able to go running at that point. Uh, yeah, when I go running or learn how to drive, I can drive, and I'll probably most likely wake up in the morning, do my routine, head out, go for a drive with some music playing, park, go for a run, park and of course like a available area and go for a run. I have like a really nice spot to run. I know that place and there's like a bar so I can stretch before I run. So I just go for a run. It's a very public place, so I'm not gonna get kidnapped, thankfully. So yeah, that's a pretty good thing to. I keep trying to remember everyone's human. Everyone's even the I've seen countless people that I view as role models, in person and not in person. They're all human. No one's smarter or more talented than you. They're just worked harder than you, and they worked harder, and they capitalize on what they are talented in. Um, doesn't mean you're not talented in anything or worse than them. You're just different. Sometimes you are just worse than them, if you're being honest. Anyways, excuse me for that. That being said, that's the ball officers. Thank you for listening. Open up a day, Adrian. Hope you're on for this well. Adrian, good luck. I believe in you, and try for more, try for better. That being said, that's ball officers. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful